Do we need a darker Star Trek? Well, we certainly have to talk about this. Hello and welcome back to another video, TREKKERPRISE. Well, Star Trek Discovery. Obviously we got to see Star Trek Discovery in the last couple of episodes, last 3 episodes, and we got a really interesting start and we got a really interesting third episode as well. The one thing that everyone noticed, and I've got lots of comment on two or three of my reaction and review videos, and ever since I started to talk about this Star Trek Discovery, I know I'm gonna get quite a few negative comments on this from many of you, but I'm going to defend Star Trek Discovery in this note. I'm not going into the technical details and what actually the other aspects of the show, that how everything looks like, how it looks actually more advanced than in the original series or even in Voyager. What I had in mind is basically a darker tone and a more darker story. Well, in every Star Trek series, obviously in every Star Trek episode, the story what counts the most. And obviously with Star Trek Discovery we got the Klingon War. Obviously, as we got to know from the very beginning, Brian Fuller said actually this show will concentrate on Michael Burnham's character, the number one, the one who fell from Starfleet, who will dealing with situations, loss of her captain and betraying Starfleet protocols and betraying the heart of the Federation. So basically it's Michael Burnham. And Michael Burnham's character gives us a different side of the Federation, different side of Star Trek that we've seen before. It's really uncomfortable, it's really rough at the moment, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some classic elements as well. And there's already a lot of classic and a lot of reference actually made to other series, and mainly for the US. Judging Star Trek Discovery based on the first 3 episodes is not really logical, to be honest, and obviously we have to wait till the series ends, because we don't know anything really about Star Trek Discovery yet. We know the spore drive, but mainly the darker side and the driving force of this series is Michael Burnham's situation, and her dealing with her problems and dealing with betraying Starfleet, and she got another chance, but she the whole starting over and making a big mistake. And obviously when you do a lot of good things over your career and then one day you just want one big mistake, they're never gonna remember you as the one guy or one girl who actually did a really good job before. So basically Star Trek Discovery gives us a different side of Star Trek, and it's darker and it's grittier. But do we need this? I would say yes. Let me tell you why. Star Trek Discovery really tells a different story, and that's all the Star Trek series about. I mean, we can talk about Enterprise, and we usually just mention the canonical errors that they had in the show, and we can talk about Voyager that actually just got better when 7 of 9 was there. That's quite sexist though. Or even DS9, when that was a bit darker and they considered DS9 as a black sheep of the Star Trek series, but then that was one of the best Star Trek series actually. Well, all of them, for me, all of them is the best one. But Star Trek DS9 just got discovered again, and people loved Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and then I'm pretty sure with Discovery we're getting an even darker side of Star Trek, and it's not necessarily going to be bad. And as I said, it's just another side of the story. Star Trek is a vast universe, talking about the different aspects, how actually Cisco betrayed the Federation as well, how he actually managed to manipulate data and join up with Garak. So that was a darker side. It wasn't as dark as in Star Trek Discovery. This is more real in terms of darkness. We're just gonna get a different story, and with a different story comes with different looks, different aesthetics. Obviously we can still argue with, canon, non-canon, and why the ship looks actually like this, why the interior looks like this, and it wasn't as advanced in the original series. I know we talked about this a lot, but I needed to put it out this, because ever since I started to do Star Trek Discovery discussions and reviews in this channel, I've got half of the audience engaging with the context in a positive manner, and they're really hopeful and optimistic about Star Trek Discovery. But the other side, and I don't mean it in a bad way and as an offense either, but the other side really just don't like it because it's so dark and it's nothing to do with Star Trek. I think it does, and it's dark and it's unusual and it's maybe a little bit uncomfortable as well. It is uncomfortable for me as well, but I'm giving a chance to Star Trek Discovery, and if it's a darker side, I want to know this darker side as well. Our life can be dark sometimes, and good as well, and the series and the universe that we love can be dark as well. We just have to give a go and have to see how they will proceed everything. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below what do you think about a necessity of this dark Star Trek series, and as always don't forget to like and share the video, and don't forget to subscribe to receive all the geekiness twice, 3 or 4 or even many times a week. And until next time, live long and prosper.